Kevin, Shirley, and I have always talked about doing an acoustic album. But the thought of sitting in a studio, you know, lighting some incense and some candles and sitting around with kryptonite guitars, as I call them, because I like electric guitars, didn't seem appealing. It seemed kind of sleepy and boring. We started to think about it, going, let's do an acoustic gig. What you see is what you get, you know. I mean, nothing was plugged in, you know. I mean, so there was no ability to there was no effects, you know. You can't manipulate the tones. I mean, it's an honest record. I just had to take myself out of the equation. I said, if I heard a blues rock guitar player do something like this, would I turn it off immediately, or would I be interested? And I still think, you know, if it was somebody else who did this kind of band setup, to me it's just a very interesting group of musicians taking me out of it. Hey, little birdie, fly away home. The house is on fire, children alone. The most important thing, if you take me out of the equation, that band, those four guys, it's a really special unit, and they make a lot of music and a lot of interesting harmonic and sonic choices that's very worldly. And then you put me involved, and it all falls apart. But what I'm saying is so I'd still be entertained, you know, if you took me out of the equation, and I probably like it better, arguably. But it was, I was happy with the final product. So. There was some that didn't work. We had about 22 songs. We cut about 2 out of the thing, but generally our general plan worked. Through the bars of a Cuban jail, bloody fingers on a purple night. Cocktail glass. I'm all alone with someone else's wife. My the view from the top of the map. I still listen to my guitar playing. I say, sometimes you just cringe and you don't want to like admit it, but you know, there's still a lot to work on, and you never stop learning. You know, only recently, in the last decade, have I kind of turned the corner on my career, and I think a lot of it has to do with 2 things. One was this really blind, misguided belief in myself. When I lived here in New York City, I said, I'm going to figure this thing out. And my manager, Roy Wiseman, he was right with me at the same way, where he would be like, had this blind, misguided belief in me, and he would say to himself, I'm going to figure this thing out for him and for me, and we're going to try to make, you know, not going to make him change the kind of music that he plays, not going to make him do stuff that he doesn't want to do. I couldn't honestly, it doesn't matter if, like, you know, you play a gig, you know, in Port Jefferson, Long Island, or you know, Newcastle, England, and you show up there and there's nobody there, but you're playing the kind of music that you love. You're much happier playing in front of 25 people that are enthusiastic about your music and what you're playing on stage than playing to 25,000 people that are there because of a hit single, because of an image. You want to take it all very seriously. Each, you know, Tuesday night in, you know, Morristown, New Jersey is just as important as playing the Vienna Opera House, you know, because those people paid the ticket too, you know. So we try to take it all seriously and try to take it to a point where that you keep a level of discipline. We played Shepherd's Bush Empire, which is where we kind of was, at that point, 2,000 people, was the biggest gig I've ever done by myself. where people had paid to see, and the ticket said Joe Bonamassa, not what my old name used to be, which was special guest or plus support. I remember when I opened up for Bad Company at the Beak in 2001, and because it was 2 nights there. And the first night I was again billed as my old name plus support and special guest, and then the second night I made nice with the guy from Live Nation. I said, my lifelong goal is to see my name on the marquee of the Beacon. You don't have to. We're here for Bad Company. Love them, but I would just. Could you just put plus guest Joe Bonamassa so I could take a picture of it? Then you can take it right down. You don't even have to leave it up there. But just let me know when it's going to be there. Take a picture. I can send it to my mother. You know, I'm a road warrior, and you know, I walk around the town. Yeah, I mean, I try to like take at least an hour or two a day just to walk around and just see what's happening. You know, because it can become like, you know, the Spinal Tap. You know, hello Cleveland, you're in Columbus. Hello Columbus, I love you too.
Oh, it's time for me to get on board.